Right here.
Oh. Oh. You want to see Evan? Oh, my God. I've never seen it. Don't mind it being...
No, of course not. It's your sewer. The colonoscopy on your home.
Yeah. Very excited.
Yes, sir.
How far deep are you?
So we're at 33 feet, and right now we're probably at about an 8-foot straight drop down, approximately.
You already dropped it to the street?
We are actually probably below the street, right? So here,
it does seem like they replaced it when they
replaced 38 feet. So from here, 38.4 feet has been, or 38.4 linear feet has been replaced. We're about to enter into clay. You can see a little bit of an offset, and that's just because one pipe is a little bigger than the other one, so you have to kind of shrink it down to fit perfectly. So nothing for you to really worry about. And now we're in the clay line, and that's...
Is that clay still part of this property, or is that city?
That could be on the city's property, but he owns it.
Okay. So if something were to go bad with that clay, who's
Homeowner.
Oh,
Until the city connection, the homeowner is responsible.
right?
Yep. And currently we're at 55 feet. That's the city right there.
Oh, look at that.
67.9 feet city. So there we go. Overall, the line looks great. You can see here in the city, this little buildup, that's just from people like using soaps and things like that. You'll see some of that in your line as well, but no signs of any problems, no tree roots, no breaks in the lines. My guess is that probably when they had the house rebuilt, or they tore it down and put the new house in, they just kept the pipe that was good and they got rid of all the old damaged pipes. So you can see right there, that black line, that's like a hair.
It's a hair?
That's a hair.
Should we get that cleaned up?
We can, we just need to find Ant-Man's number.
Normally what you still want to do, I don't know what Frank says, maybe at minimum about a year, the maintenance on the main sewer line, hydro jetty, get a plumber, they'll have an easy clean out here, run a high pressure water hose, and you just clean your sewer. And that's part of the maintenance you have to do on the property to kind of,
kind of like changing the oil in your car. Looking at it right now, you could probably go a couple years, because it's just the two of you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you could probably go a couple years and you'll be fine. If you find anything's draining a little slow, you can ask a plumber to come out and analyze if you want. You can always give us a call back. Put the camera down the drain and you'll see if there's anything kind of slowing it down. You have a bunch of new vegetation here in the front.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not 100% sure, that bigger tree with the big leaves, I think that's a fig tree. So that's probably the only one that's going to really have the deep roots, but this looks like it goes probably in a straight shot. So you probably won't really have any problems there. Which is always good, right? has a great filmographer. I'm trying to remember the name.
A lot of people have interest with a lot of terminology. Like, I know how to do all of this stuff. I'm not up to date with all the terms.
Well, it's funny because my cousin's one of those guys who translates like for Netflix and puts like the different subtitles in, and like the whole controversy with like that show Squid Games is it doesn't transfer over right what they're saying in Korean to bring it to English. So that's been like all over the internet, like, hey, look, this is wrong. It still makes the storyline almost right, but this is wrong. And I looked at my cousin. He goes, look, I'm not. He goes, I don't speak any of these languages. He's like, I use Google Translate. I'm laughing. I'm like, really? Google Translate? He's like, yeah. He goes, you watch a show in Mandarin, Cantonese, Korean, Vietnamese. He goes, any Asian country on Netflix? He goes, I used Google Translate. I'm like, really? They can't hire somebody who can speak the language? He's like, no, they gotta pay them more money.
Yeah, I've heard people translate to like Spanish, English.
Oh, it's
speaking both languages. I'm like, yeah, no, that's.
My wife's Vietnamese, so I remember like maybe first or second Mother's Day for her mom. I did something in Google Translate, and my wife read it. She goes, "Don't send that to my mom." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "You're saying that you love her like my father loves her or something." And I'm just like, "Screw this shit. I'm just gonna put a heart on there." And she was laughing. Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, that could have been awkward." But yeah, like, and that's what I hear from a lot of people. Oh yeah, that was me. You're like, what is that weird high-pitched sound in our neighborhood?
Yeah, did we that